My name is Palin Spradlin. I'm a recent graduate of Western Michigan University. I'm registered and licensed in the state of Michigan to be an OT. When I had first seen the occupational therapy position for East Grand Rapids Public Schools on Indeed.com, I was immediately interested because of my experience that I've had in East Grand Rapids itself. Though I don't have experience within this school system, I do like the area of East Grand Rapids and felt that the area brought a lot of diversity and was inclusive for people of many backgrounds, identities, and so on. My past experiences, I think, fit a job for this because it's brought me skills and confidence in the area of pediatrics. When I was first starting college, I was a caregiver for a young girl with autism in her home. She was nonverbal, was unable to go to the bathroom, feed herself, etc. I had the opportunity to work one-on-one with her and her family and got to implement some of the things that she had learned in school or outpatient therapy, which was a really unique experience. I grew very close to that family. Beyond that, I had both level 1 and level 2 experiences with the outpatient pediatric setting. The first one was through WMU's Unified Clinics, and I carried a caseload of 3 to 4 kiddos with varying disabilities and intervention and goals. Some of the main ones with that, the children were on the autism spectrum or ADHD or sensory concerns. My level 2, my first one there, was at Helen DeVos Outpatient Peds. I had the opportunity to work with several different clients of very different ages and very different diagnoses. Some of the main ones were cerebral palsy, autism, ADHD, sensory concerns, some hemiplegia, and so on. Between both of those experiences, I was supervised by great clinicians who taught me many skills that I think would carry over into the school setting, specifically some of those sensory and behavior skills if they're in there. Beyond that, I also had the opportunity to go on a study abroad trip to the Dominican Republic when I was finishing my last year of graduate school. I worked in an orphanage and worked specifically with the special needs house that was there. Planned a lot of intervention for the caregivers there, as well as developed and made kind of from scratch a wheelchair for a young girl who had outgrown her current seating system. And I went into this supply closet that was filled with tarantulas and went through and just kind of picked pieces together and problem solved and figured out how to put this wheelchair together for this young girl. That was a really rewarding and beneficial experience for me. And then finally, I'm currently working at Pine Rest Christian Mental Health Services, and though I work primarily with adults, I do work on the child and adolescent unit at times, which brings a different piece of the behavioral and psychosocial piece that maybe you wouldn't get at outpatient settings. All of those things, I think, have come together to help me get a better grasp of pediatrics, and though I don't have experience with special education specifically, many of the things I worked on with these kiddos in the outpatient setting were to support their educational goals and so on, with the family there, of course. I believe that I'm a best candidate for this because I'm a new graduate with motivation and eagerness to begin. I also have new ideas that maybe some other practitioners may not have yet because they're not so recently out of school and have the most recent evidence-based research. Beyond that, I have the ability to find mentorship externally if it's not provided internally, so I have no doubt that I would be able to learn and understand and grasp all of the pieces of the special education and the school system together with that. I'm eager to learn, I'm self-motivated, and I'm not afraid to take a challenge. With that, I'm not afraid to ask questions and to gain understanding and clarity when I don't know it myself. I would be happy to answer any additional questions or elaborate on any of the things I've talked about in this video. I can be reached at my email or phone number, with which both have been attached either with my application or will be again in my email back. Thank you for your time.